On YouTube, so I got a few more things to sort out, and I'm actually putting stuff that won't damage the container, but plastic stuff. I'm laying out a few things that might be interesting, and then yeah, I got all this stuff in the junk pile, and then I just have this other bin that has some junk pile. This is, could be reused for something. So having a lot of interesting, things for content. These are more, well, and eventually, when these containers get filled up, I put them in like a suitcase, like the red suitcase right there, or in jars inside of this nice duffel bag that I do have the shoulder connector with. So, and this could match with a few other bags that I have. So I've been randomly, not randomly, but organizing a lot of my things, and there are a lot of pretty cool, decent ideas to keep together. And there's another torch in there, and to finally finish up something useful, after cleaning up a lot of this stuff, or finding and then cleaning up a lot of stuff, I could actually situate the items that I found, especially some tools. This suitcase right here is situated. I have a nice camera bag. So all I really need is a backpack, which I probably have, that would match this. But this is Pierre. These have the same names, Pierre Cardin, in there, and even the suitcase. So interesting find. If I find some more, but for now, it's helping me sort out. But I need to, find another suitcase or something, roll around. But I'm not going to do it on this video. I'm going to be doing a few other things, and I've basically started using these. Started making a template for the curvature. So I used this piece right here. It's got on this side, and then I turned this piece upside down, and made a template of where I want to fold this. So it's really tough. And then I took one side off, and I marked where the side rivet, I guess, but I need to grind off a little bit more, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to kind of mark, I'm going to cut out the stencil, and the thing is, I'm going to be able to mark out pretty much. I'm going to mark out this curve, so it'll be matched up on this side, and with the inner rivet, I'll know where that line is, so I'll cut it pretty much towards the curve, because the rivet is really closer to this side. So hopefully I make this work out. This curve can be a little bit more, because it's more of an impression, a horizontal impression, and it's gonna be a quarter of an inch smaller. So I've got to figure out this side, and then working on the other side. I'm really going to do it slow, so that I could be pretty positive. And then just like with this thing, see, it's matching that curve. So when I fold this piece down, it's going to actually be a good fit. And then I just need to mark where this rivet, and I'm not going to need too much material, because the metal is going to hit the top of this. But then when it gets to this point, I'm gonna fold down And that these cuts are right here are pretty much the main cuts, and then I just need to cut out the template and then make a mark. So let me try to do that real quick, just to make this sides. So this goes on. So hope you guys are having a pretty good end of April 2024. So, and it's really tough, like, you know, with one hand, but nobody wants to deal with it too much. So so yeah, hopefully, yeah. And then I kind of line that up, and then with this mark, I'm gonna make a whole line down there, and this is gonna have probably enough space for one rivet, practically, just to hold that down. But it's gonna be really secured. All I have to do is grind these edges first, and then you know, work on these templates. Probably make some marks. Work on these templates and then make some mark. Yeah. So I cut out the template. I gotta have some scissors, have some extra scrap pieces. Then we'll take this, and I just made the straightest angles or whatnot. And I've got to figure out which lines, and this line right here, and on this side, this line. I'm pretty sure those go perfectly into the pan. So I'm gonna match the inside of the cardboard piece, just because it's gonna be, you know, I took the mark of the edge, a marking of the edge, and all I'm gonna do is mark where the rivet line is. So that's technically what I have right here, is lining this up, and then with that mark. But the thing is, this piece is a little bit most of I gave it like an inch type of clearance so I could rivet it. And also this this template isn't really true to like where the line is, unless I did it freehand. And also having to cut a little bit more just to have access, and then also, so I'm gonna have to double check like where exactly things are trying to line itself up. And this has to be in here a little bit more. And the reason why I'm making these marks now is because I need, when I go to grind down the piece, the sides, well, and I definitely need to be careful. And this would be a lot better if if the piece were bent. And then, so that's going to be actually the top, and this is going to be the side. So this line, but the main thing is cutting off this, and this right here, this down here would be where the rivet is. And right here I put an X where it's going to be cut off, and even like there's going to be an excess, I would say, you know, piece that goes underneath the rivet, because there's just, you know, I made another piece of cardboard, and the height, or the width actually, and there's the length, kind of matches up with what I have X'd out. And then there's going to be excess, and this right here is just going to be the only spot for, I've got to clamp it down, I got to straighten this edge out after I cut it. But yeah, it's going to be really tough to get this cut, so I'm going to have to like cut there, and then as much this way, and then just around, even like, you know, just around a lot of this curve right here. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy. And I really don't have like a little small hand tool, like a jewelry saw, that would be a really good tool to I could like use a drill bit for most of it, you know, since I'm dealing with the die grinder. I could use a rotozip actually. I'm actually probably going to use a small rotozip for the curve part, but the rest I could use a my die grinder. And then now I want to try to mark this other side. Um, and then this piece is just going to go to storage, and then I've got to make the initial type of starter cuts, which is a straight line that way and the other way. And you see how like thin this piece was close to there, so it's pretty accurate. And then I just have to mark exactly where I want this cut to be. And then that curve is in there. See, there's a little extra curve, and then where the rivet, the top of this rivet is going to be, and then I just need to make a line going down this way and probably perhaps to this crease. It depends if I measure that height and then make a mark or something according to like a straight line. I'll actually know the height. So I'll know the height from kind of like here, where this edge is going to fold down, and then this right here is going to be where the rivet that's in there right now is, right there. So when I fold this piece down, and hopefully I can do it in one try, I might use a wooden, you know, something thin to fold it on, and then just so that I don't pop off any rivets by accident. And then the rest of this right here is going to be one rivet on the other side of this rivet. So these cuts are going to be a little bit technical, as good as it gets. You know, the better I could do it, the more better this looks and stuff. But I'm going to try to take my time and get that done. And other updates are coming. And then I'll be pretty much, you know, caught up until May. But one of the updates is getting a 256 gigabyte. So I'm getting expandable memory for this phone. Google, YouTube, you know, I need to download from the Play Store. So I need to set up my Google account with this phone. And then I'll be able to have Craigslist, you know, malware software, and then Amazon. I'm going to do a separate review on pretty much my third video coming in May is pretty much you know, speeding up your internet. Since I worked on it so much this month, I have a decent way to speed up, you know, with using spyware or malware. And then after that, you know, all my other things like hand tools, screwdrivers, and suitcases are matched up. This duffel bag is actually, you know, pliers and screwdrivers. I want to try to keep this suitcase looking really clean and used. You know, it's a Pierre Cardin. It's really nice. I think I had like a Polo one that looked similar, but this is good enough for me. And having something like this, you know, having like a camera or a laptop wouldn't be that bad with some, you know, clean clothes, you know. So, yeah, if I missed anything, I'll try to cover it. I know I missed a lot of stuff back there, which is just the roll around suitcase that I'm going to use like a shoestring to sew up a hole. And so I'm going to do a hole, and I'm trying to get caught up to fixing my bicycles. And a few laptops, testing laptops and taking parts and boards. So it's really, you know, catching up into, you know, mid-year, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day. So yeah, just in case there's torches and some electronics